guys, welcome back for another video. If you are new here, my name is Lulu, and in today's video, I'm here to tell you to not pack up any of your summer clothes just yet, because in today's video, I'm going to be showing you pieces that I wore literally all summer long from Shein and how I'm planning on transitioning them to fall for the plus size body, size 18-20. This video is going to be all about how we can shop our closets, get the most out of our clothing, all while saving a little money and still looking cute. So let's jump in. Okay, so starting off strong, this olive two-piece set, I wore to death because I absolutely loved it, and I styled it with my little sandals that look like the Hermes dupe. I got them from Amazon, and then also with my Prada saddlebag that I'm in love with. And that was how I typically wore it this summer. I know I could also separate them and wear them as two separates, but I oftentimes found myself wearing it as a set all summer long. But now transitioning into fall, there's so many other ways that you can pair this to make it work for you. So this is what I'm planning on doing to transition this exact outfit into the fall. Okay, now we are completely fall ready. I decided to pair it with this blazer that I got from H&M, and I love these types of blazers, especially in this tweed-like fabric, because it gives that texture which makes it very cozy and fall-like. And I love that it's also a little bit longer, so it looks really, really cute with this kind of skirt and top combo. And you guys, I cannot say enough good things about these boots because, for one, they're super comfortable. Two, they come in a bunch of different sizes, and these boots also come in a variety of sizes for wider calves, so you can definitely fit these boots and find a pair that fits you beautifully. I love these boots. They're real leather. I actually have mine in a regular calf size, but I just am obsessed with these, so I can't say enough good things. And I think with the black boots paired with this jacket and then my little Cassandra bag from YSL really just kind of completes this look, makes it feel very fall-like. So this next pair of jeans is pretty much the only jeans I wore of the summer because a lot of the times the jeans were super heavy, and I love a good pair of white denim. So I have these wide leg white denim that I would oftentimes wear with this little top that I got from Abercrombie. I love this one because it really feels like it cinches your waist in, and then I also paired it with these netted flats that are super cute and white and creamy. And then I also did my little teddy blake bag to kind of play off the cooler light colors, and I loved this outfit. But now how can we transition these white denim, which supposedly you're not supposed to wear after Labor Day, which is false, by the way. You can wear whatever you want when you want to wear it. So let's transition this into a more of a fall look. Okay, so now I've swapped out my top for this sweater to make it a little bit more fall-esque, but I didn't button it all the way. I only did the top two, and this one's actually from H&M, and I absolutely love it. And then I did use one of my favorite scarves. It's a silk scarf that I got on Amazon, and I decided to tie it around my waist as a belt. All you have to do is literally just roll your scarf. You can use like a clear little hair tie if you want to hold the binding at the back, but I didn't use one, and then I just tied it and did a little half tuck on one side so it looks cute, styled, and it still adds a fun little pop of color down here, so it's not just a completely neutral outfit. And then of course with the shoes, adding on any type of like loafer is gonna be your best bet to make it look really fall-ish. And I love these. These are from Dolce Vita. I got them from Nordstrom Rack, and they're just super cute. I love the good little platform on them. And every season, different brands come out with different types of loafers, so I will definitely link some of my favorites. And then to kind of tie in with those warm tones, I did also use this bag that I got from Zara, and I got this one last year, and this bag is so good. I absolutely love it. But the crazy thing is I actually found the same exact bag. Mine is from Zara, and I got it while I was in Morocco, but I found the same exact bag on Shein, and I don't think Zara sells this one anymore, so I'll link the Shein dupe because I think that they still have it on their website. So I'll link the dupe, but this one is so good, and I think all together this turns it from a completely summery look into a fall look, and you can still wear those white jeans that you have in your closet. Okay, if you've been on my channel this summer, you know that I wore this to death because I absolutely loved this denim set, and I thought it was so cute from Shein. It's seriously so comfy, and oftentimes in the summer I was wearing it with sandals. Specifically these ones, I really loved this pair of sandals because it had that gorgeous burgundy and the silver tone on it, and with that same kind of burgundy Zara bag. Or I would switch it up and wear it with the Prada saddlebag and those little dupe sandals that are the same color and tone. So this is how I typically wore it, but now transitioning to fall, I'm super excited to pair this in a different way so that way I can continue to wear one of my favorite fits. Okay, so how I'm transitioning this one into fall is by adding on that same tweed jacket. I'm telling you guys, you need to get a tweed jacket in your closet. It really works well with so many different things, and I think it pairs really nicely with this. And then because the double denim kind of gives me a little bit of that Western vibe, I did put on my cute little cowgirl boots. They're a chocolate brown suede, which is seriously so good for the season, and I'm obsessed with them. And then I also just did my cute little Teddy Blake bag, and I feel like this now is completely fall ready and looks so cute and kind of Western inspired. Up next is this strapless dress that I wore throughout the summer, and I loved it because it was giving me really like European vibes. So cute. I oftentimes paired it with my Prada saddlebag and those same kind of sandals that I love to pair with the saddlebag. Obviously I have a problem because I keep pairing the same thing with that bag, but the colors just matched so perfectly and I loved it. This dress I loved throughout the summer because it gave me really romantic vibes, but I definitely think that I can turn this into something amazing for fall, so let's see what I can do. Okay, so how I decided to transition this outfit was by adding this chunky sweater that I wore earlier over my shoulders, and you can also just throw it on like a little light jacket if you want to, if it gets a little bit cold. And then what I would do if it was also a little bit chilly out, I'd probably put a pair of leggings on underneath this because it is pretty lightweight and sheer. And then to make it a little more fall-esque, I did add on a burgundy bag and burgundy sandals. I know sandals are not very fall-esque, however, not every place gets super cold really fast. A lot of places it takes some time for it to even get chilly. So I think this is a really good way that you can still wear some of those lightweight summer dresses by just throwing over a nice thicker kind of cardigan and then pairing it with some of those tones and colors that are meant for fall and give that really fall vibe to the look. This next pair of pants was seriously my go-to travel pant because they were so comfy, so lightweight. I just loved the way they felt. I would wear them in the airport, I would wear them out running errands, and it was just super comfy and easy, so I loved it. And I always just paired it with just a simple little tank because why not? It's just easy to go around running errands and then you kind of just look put together. And I would oftentimes pair it with my little netted flats because they just looked a little bit more put together. So I loved this outfit and I would wear it seriously all the time because that's how much I loved it. But I know that I can make this a little bit more fall-esque by changing a couple components. So let me go ahead and change some of this up. So how I decided to change this up and to make it a little bit more fall is by adding some layers. So I kept on the same base and then I added on this jacket. It's a little bit heavier, but sometimes for colder evenings this is perfect. And then what I would do is most likely pair a pair of leggings on underneath these pants because they are so lightweight, just to have a little bit more warmth. And then of course it needs to have a very fall shoe. And what better than my loafers? I love these because they also give me a little bit of height and make my pants not drag as much. So I really like these. And then because fall is all about those really cozy textures, I decided to do my suede bag. I love this one. I found it at Nordstrom Rack when I was home and I just really love it. So I have this one to pair with it, and I think all of the different textures and tones really turns this pants into something that is perfect for fall. So a lot of those pieces transitioned beautifully into fall, but there are definitely some pieces that realistically just won't transition well. And some of those pieces include like this one right here. I really love this dress. I think it's so beautiful, but to be completely honest, the color tone, the fabric, and even just the way that it fits on the body just won't transition beautifully into fall. And similarly, I also wore this skirt a lot, and yes, you're thinking, well, it is a sweatshirt kind of material, but I also don't really think this one would go that well for fall because of its vibes. I think it gives a little too much of like a summer vibe that I don't think this would pair as nicely. And then I think the shoe option would just look a little bit funny if you were to pair this with boots. So that's why I think this will stay in my closet, and I'll probably bring it out around the summertime again because I really do love the way that this looks. But I think it's really important when you're looking for stuff to retransition into the colder months from one season to the next about really being practical with yourself and figuring out what you think is going to actually work, and maybe stuff that you just need to wait on and save for later. You don't want to look funky and like you're just re-wearing all your clothes that you wore from the season ahead. You want to really transition in a way that it kind of transforms the outfit and gives it a whole fresh new vibe. So those are some of the ways that I love to restyle some of my clothes in my closet and just kind of shop my closet, because I don't always love to buy a whole new wardrobe as much as I love to shop. I think it's really awesome to be able to re-shop your closet and re-transition those items in a way that makes you feel super cute and seasonally ready. All right guys, so that is my full Shein fall transition haul. All of these pieces are so good for that in-between weather while it's still a little bit warm out, but you want to feel just a little bit cozier. My personal favorite was obviously the first one with that olive green set, but I would love to know in the comments which one was your personal favorite. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe. We are so close to 10K, which I am so excited about. Plus, I have more fall content coming your way in addition to more Shein hauls and more affordable finds for the plus size body. And if you're interested in more daily outfits, styling hacks, go ahead and follow me over on Instagram and TikTok. I post there pretty regularly, so you never miss out on anything. But we'll see you next time for another video and hope you have a good one. Bye.